I know nobody wants to say it, but I will say it here very clearly, because as usual, we always say the truth. Peter Obi's silence on Biafra Day, 30th of May, was very ungodly and very alarming. It was a day of remembrance, a day set aside to remember the fallen heroes and children. Yet, Peter Obi chose to remain silent. Are you silent that you don't recognize that people died? Or are you silent that you don't care? You know, because Nnamdi Kanu has been passing through trial for the past 4 years. I've hardly even seen you talk about it or even fight about it. You know, because the kind of support you have in the Southeast, are you thinking maybe that you don't care because you have support from the Southeast, so you don't care? After all, you already have the support of the people. Don't you think that these actions is very insensitive to the plights of the people that are supporting you? Let's get this straight. Ojuku introduced you to politics and raised your hand up in that famous day. Look at the picture here. And showed you to the world and said, "This is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased." If for anything, you are the one, you are the torchbearer, you are the standard bearer in defense of anything that has to do with the Southeast and Igbo, by right. Not even Nnamdi Kanu, by right, it is even you. I'm talking about all this. To my greatest surprise, Father Ambaka, Father Mbaka used a night in his adoration to eulogize Biafra heroes. Don't take my word for it. Watch the video.
We are lifting this candle up for all our young men and women who died in the struggle for Biafra. And we are lifting it up for the welfare of our brother Nnamdi Kanu Mazi, that he shall be well with him wherever he is. Igbo Igbo ndị ọma, ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma. Ebe onye bi ka ọ na-awachi, onye agha na nwanne ya.
So what did it take away from Father Mbaka? What harm will what Mbaka did now cause for his adoration? You see your mates, Peter Obi, see your mates, Father Mbaka, a national figure, using his platform to do the right thing. And you're always saying, do the right thing, do the right thing. The right thing has come now. You have refused to do that right thing, Peter Obi. Why? This phobia, this Igbo phobia we're talking about, sometimes it starts from us ourselves. This Igbo phobia. I'm telling you the truth. I want to commend Father Mbaka for that. For showing the way. For teaching people what it is to show solidarity, loyalty to your people and to your generations that were lost. Thank you, Father Mbaka, for using your platform for the right thing. And look at the way the whole crowd resonated with it. Not a single person was silent. Everybody in that crowd resonated with that message. That tells you that the people, like I said, 100%, that the people are in this together. Moving on. Nnamdi Kanu stumbled upon this whole leadership, as he always says, by chance, as expediency, because there was nobody doing it. If to say the elders were living up to expectation, he is not supposed to be doing such at his young age. But somehow he found himself doing it because people like you have shied away from the Igbo plight. It's very important for you to know that as you pursue national office, you should also remember that there is a base that supports you. It takes nothing away from you to make a common Twitter post, a Facebook post, a write-up, just a picture, anything that shows that you are in touch with the people in your region. Because let me tell you, if you do not know, 99% of people in the Southeast still bear the scar of that civil war. In fact, let me tell you, let me make that number 100%. There is no Igbo man, even the one living in denial, that does not feel the impact of that civil war, even years after the war has ended. Because even now in this same contraption, Igbos are still treated as people who do not belong to this country. Peter Obi, are you ashamed to identify with the plight of your people? Are you ashamed or are you afraid of losing support from the broad stream? Are you willing to sacrifice your people for politics? Do you think that supporting your people will make you lose your political power? Do you think that showing empathy for your people and for the lives, at least if not for anything, for the lives of those children that was lost? Yes. Children were lost during the war. If you don't feel for the soldiers that lost their lives, or for the people, the youths, at least you feel for the children. At least you feel for the people, the innocent people. Most times you appear on social media writing anything that happens in Nigeria, you are always commenting, bringing write-ups, showing, your opinion on national matters. But this is a regional matter. But for regional matters, it seems as if your eyes are closed. Nnamdi Kanu has been in cell, has been in JSS dungeon. Of course, you know. Even throughout these court cases that he has been having, have you put out any statements telling Nigerian government maybe to make sure that they adhere to the law, or showing support, to make sure that this man comes out of the cell, because he's not supposed to be in that cell for the past 4 years? Have you? Peter Obi, I want to tell you something. This national politics you are playing will not work if you do not have regional support. Even Atiku is aware of this. Because when Deborah was lynched in Sokoto State, Atiku put out a statement condemning her death. His people, his tribal people, condemned him for doing that because they are in support of taking her life. Atiku deleted the message showing solidarity for his people against the national emotions at the moment. People condemn Atiku and say Atiku deserves. But let me tell you, Atiku did the right thing for his own people, because that's what his people want. He stood by his people. Yes, say whatever you want to say. That is how to play regional politics, because regional politics comes first before national politics. And Atiku understand that he made a mistake and he deleted that message, though we were angry that he did it. Personally, I didn't like what he did. But at the end of the day, he belongs to where he belongs to. So Peter Obi, where do you belong to? Don't lose your support gradually by these little mistakes you make. Sometimes you calm down and think. There are ways you can politically, diplomatically bring out a statement that will hurt nobody's feelings. I will do nothing against your political will. Already, those people you are working with, they know where you are from. You cannot change that. So you cannot be from where they are. You are from where you are. And they know that in this part of the country, there are things done differently here. So your culture is your culture. Your tribe is your tribe. Your celebrations are your celebrations, because in the North, they have their own celebrations and you cannot tamper with it, whether you like it or not. For example, in the North, they believe that if you blaspheme against their holy prophet, they believe that this death penalty, whether it is jungle justice or anyhow it comes, is your portion. This act is actually against the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and this act pits them against other Nigerians who do not like it. But you know what? They don't care. They stand by it. They stand by what they believe in. Because at the end of the day, that is their culture and that is who they are. Leave it for them. Why can't you be proud of your heroes past? No message, no tweets, no text, no picture, no solidarity, nothing. But you are going around playing national politics. Don't forget, there is no national politics without regional politics. As you play your politics, do not forget who you are. Till I see you again, I've been your host, Chi Ne Du.